So over here in the space cabin, just so you know, we're hitting up YouTube and Twitter at the same time to get the message out about, this amazing project. So I just wanted to let y'all know the mic is open. Feel free to come on up, but we're going to talk about, what happened today with Ledger. It's super crazy. Security breach. Of course, I never trusted Ledger. I never did. Everybody was like, "Do you have a Ledger?" I don't. I had trust in other, things. I did other cold storage this whole time. I don't know. Ledger just seemed pretty shady to me. And we have other projects out there like Everrise. Of course, Enrique, I see you here. Devault is top notch. You can put your NFTs in there, your crypto in there. And then you also have SparkBot. My goodness, we have Spark Transfer. You can buy something on Volt-Inu in SparkBot, and it automatically transfers to a wallet that can be a cold wallet. This is how it's supposed to be. This is cold storage, in my opinion. So let me see who is here. We got Enrique. Exactly. Thank you, Enrique. Please let everybody know about Devault again. I know Voltoshi and Everrise had set up an AMA with y'all. So obviously Voltoshi is with Everrise 100%. Enrique, please, let's go ahead and tell people more about, what's going on. How are you today, sir? By the way.
Long time no speak. Like 8 hours or something like that. I don't know.
I know, right?
Yeah. Today this was surprising. It's not just Ledger. It has something to do with libraries that are used by Wallet Connect. So I would say don't use Wallet Connect for now. I know we use the app for many things, but if you don't have to, please wait a few hours, because I think it is safe to say that everything is fixed. But still, people that know a lot are saying, like, wait a bit, let's see what happens, because we didn't know 6 hours ago that it wasn't just Ledger. I think 5 hours ago we knew it was Ledger, but a bit after we found out it wasn't just Ledger. So I would say that let's just wait a bit, keep an eye on. There are several accounts that you can check: Wallet Guard, Wallet Connect, Fairweb. These are providers of information and tools. And it's very safe and sorry. If you're not right now in a hurry, just wait a bit. Follow accounts that you consider that are good for this. I know that the Everrise account actually posted something about it. Actually was answering to Wallet Guard. And I jumped in to speak because I said, it's not just Ledger, so we need to keep an eye. Here it is. Let me put it here. I will share it in the space. How do you name it? The Volt?
The Voltitron.
The Voltitron.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, I shared it there. They're answering to Wallet Guard. Wallet Guard is a great account to follow too. So yeah, we have experience in this space. We have been 2.5 years around, so it's good that now we communicate to each other, and it's like, hey, be careful. By the way, I'm seeing Johnny. Johnny is from Avalanche. He's a great guy from Avalanche, a space host. You should follow him. Space Chic, he's a good guy. He's always supporting the chain and NFT projects and everything. Johnny, I'll invite you to a group where actually Space Chic and others are, which are good people like you. If that's okay. Glad to see you, buddy. So yeah, let's keep an eye. Let's wait a bit. We don't have to connect to anything. The best way right now is not connect to anything. And yeah, at some point, people can use Default and put their assets in there and keep them safe. The only way to mess up with Default would be if you go to the scammer and give him the two seed phrase that you need to unlock, or if you have the two seed phrase in the same device, which the common sense get into play in there. And I'm saying this because I had a question from someone, and I was like, yeah, man, the only way would be like, you have this two seed phrase in the same device, or if a scammer asks you the seed phrase and you give them both of them, it's like, but we cannot help with that, like, But yeah, let's stay like let's not connect to anything by some minutes. We're always repeating stuff, and if I see something really important, I will share it.
Oh, thank you, Enrique. You know what? That just having any dealings with Everrise, you even coming up here, taking the time to be in our space, we appreciate it. The Vault Army appreciates it. And you were there with that AMA, and it was neat because y'all broke down everything. This is super simple. And you're right. The scammer would have to have two seed phrases. And I would hope after the first one, if anyone did it, they'd be like, this feels weird. Maybe I shouldn't give the second one. Hopefully they'll make some people stop and think that don't know. But I feel like that's the word out there with crypto is scams. And so we have to change that narrative. We have to call out the scammers. We have to call out the people that are just here to pump and dump. And that's why we have great projects in here. Look, we got Everrise, we got Piggy Coin. What's up, Mr. Piggy? What is up? And then Johnny, thank you so much for joining our space, sir. I gave you a follow. Welcome, welcome. This is the Vault Army, super strong community. And man, we believe in our project so very much and very passionate about it. Enrique, can you tell people here? A lot of people are on their lunch break, and so I feel very blessed that they're here tuning in. They might not have been able to hear the AMA that we had with y'all. Can you tell? Because I feel like you're very reputable here in the space. So you have a great name. You're a legend out here. Can you tell people why you think Volt-Inu is such a great pick?
Yeah, of course. Of course. First, I'm going to say something about Bitcoin. Congratulations on moving fast. They paused the mint because they saw that there was a danger with connecting any apps right now. So that's great. They could have just let it running and keep getting money, and they didn't do that. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Yeah. Why do I love Bolt? I got Bolt. I bought Bolt, and when, like, I would say almost 2 years ago. I think it was in the pump of not this previous December, but the other one or something like that. You guys were migrating from B1 to B2 or something like that. But I bought it because you're in these projects and you get to know the owners of the other projects. And in this case, I got to know and see how Boltoshi was interacting with their team and how he was looking for something. And this is something that using our DApps is not cheap, and it's not cheap because we know how much it takes to actually do something with quality. So there was many hours of development spent into the DApps and into the bridge, into every DApp that we're using. So you go with quality, and at some point there are projects that say like, this is too expensive, I'll do it my way, and then you see them messing up. There's a project that has to do something with burn or something like that. I don't remember the name right now, and I'm mentioning it, probably people know it because they have migrated 7 times and they messed up all of those times.
So 7 times? Enrique.
7 times, yes. So the funny thing is that at the 3rd time or something like that, we told them, hey, we can do this. It's this much. You're gonna have a flawless migration, and they said like, oh, we can do our own thing, and they did it. Yeah, but but at this point, I don't know if those guys are just straight scammers or dumb enough to to but let's go with that they're dumb enough, and I'm not going to call them stray scammers, but still, no, I haven't said a name. But you see projects in the space that are just trying to do things the way that they can get more money from people and not spend too much, or the way that they can attract buyers, and just that they don't care about if the buyers lose money, because for them it's volume, and volume generates fees or taxes or marketing taxes for them. And and it's really difficult also to find a project that creates value. So the projects that I have been supporting lately, you guys know, of course, I'm part of Everrise. I support Piggy and the way that they're doing things. I support Volt because I see that Voltochi is creating value. These burns that happen when people use Volt-Exchange, or fees that he might collect at some point for other things, they generate revenues that I don't know how they're distributed, but I know that, for example, Volt-Exchange burns tokens that are from Volt-Inu. So in that case, it's awesome because you see a reduced supply by being bought and burned from the market. And it's awesome because many projects are just like, we're going to launch a swap. Okay, so they launch a swap as a hype event, and in that case it's messed up because you can put 10 DApps in front of everyone, and you can use them as that's called, by the rumors of the news, like exchanges, like any news that you might see in a project. So in those projects, what they do is like, okay, we're having the swap, and then okay, we're having a bridge, and then we're launching another change, and then we're doing this. But it doesn't make sense. It's like those ones that say, we're going to create a blockchain. Okay, but what would make your blockchain different? It could take 2 days to just hard fork a blockchain. It's like, but what would it make sense? Would people buy those tokens, those coins, whatever? What good it will do? I saw a project that had 500K market cap. They launched the chain, and it died because no one was gonna use a chain from a project that it was like, and of course it bumped from 200K to 500K, but that tells you a lot of the level of the project. In our case, for example, we're gonna launch a blockchain, but it has taken us 2.5 years until now, and Suresh has explained that he knows the use case that he will have, and it will still take time to develop it. So you got to take all these things, and also there are projects that say, hey, we're going to launch a second token. We're going to, kudos to Voltochi for not doing that, because many projects just launch one token. Let's use the example that we used yesterday, Inu, and then they have, I don't know, Elephant Inu, because Elephant Inu is going to be the friend of Inu, and they're going to help with money, and that's going to generate revenues for the first project. So they make people from the first project to buy the second project, to use money for the first project, but they get taxes from both. And it becomes ridiculous. I have seen projects that have 3-5 tokens, and they all are pump and dump. They died, they go to the floor, and of course what they wait is for it to be almost zero, so they start pumping again, because there's and then it dies. Some things will go to the floor so low that the only choice is to go up, because the natives start to go up or something like that. Then they use a pump, and then the project side. And I've seen projects. There was a project that probably many people knew. I think it was, and it disappeared already. That's what I'm gonna say the name. I think it's Shinya or something like that. It was Shinobi. Sorry, that project. I saw what happened, and I was a holder at some point, and I saw what happened. How everything, the person that was in front of it, I started to say that some things, and at that point they start to say, hey, it's not my fault, and this and that. But a project that is on 3 billion goes to 8 million, it's like, what, so, and then they say, hey, we're not able to run the servers, and the servers, you can see, for example, for Bitcoin, that they pay $30 a month for a server. So, even the community could have run that. But, there are many things in the space that you see, and it's like, if you don't understand, that's okay. But if you understand and you see what's real and what isn't. And in the case of Volt-Inu, I've seen that Volt-Toshi hasn't created another token. Volt-Toshi keeps delivering the apps. You have a great community that is here all the time. The spaces that you open immediately get filled with people, and you support each other. You have a VC open all the time. If you go and ask a question to Telegram, you're there. People is there, and you have. I said it I think like a month ago. I was in a spaces with you guys, and I said it too. Anyone in here could open their own spaces. Spacey, Musa, I see Ellie too. Anyone, many of you could open spaces, and that's truly valuable. Usually you don't have that many members of the community that could do them by themselves. And you're not paying for marketing, you're not doing anything like that. You have true supporters, that's sustainable. So in a project, you have to have three things: a good community, actually three or four. A good community, a developer that is in there working. If you have utilities, that's a great plus. But the developer at least has to be there working every day with their community, and also the marketing side would be having a great community and having spaces like this and people that is engaged with the project. So I see many good things on Volt-Inu. I know Piggy Coin does too, and I mention them because they buy from time to time for the Piggy Vault. So, it's really easy to see. And there are many projects out there that are memes. You have the meme factor too. I didn't put that in the context, but you have the meme factor too. So, in that case, you have pretty much what is needed. There are many projects that are just memed and did great in a bull run. I can only imagine what Volt is going to do at some point. And it's not financial advice or anything like that, but you get to know these people, and you see them all the time, and it's like these are people that love the project, and you can get stronger people to build something with that them. I remember, and I mention it sometimes because it happens to our community too. I remember that I saw probably everyone here saw it, the movie Pearl Harbor, and there was this moment where the captain of the aircraft carrier were Ben Affleck and the other guy Josh Hartnett were, and he was like, he was saying like, we're not gonna lose this war because we have them. And it's like, you have that type of people that don't quit, that are great people, and that's really hard to find. And this bear market has served to filter this type of people. So we don't see, and probably that's happening to you too, we don't see people fighting or anything like that in the chats. If we see someone making a comment, in our case, in the case of Everrise, for example, we probably have one every 5 days that comes and say like, hey, I cannot sell my tokens, and come separate. And it's like, we know that it's a scammer. Usually we know that, a riser knows what they have to do with the tokens. And then you start checking with them, and they disappear, and they delete the chats and stuff like that. We have a person that is called Hakuna, or we call him Hakuna. His name is Chris, and he dedicates. I will share some days one recording, especially about Hakuna interacting with scammers. He takes a time to spend hours with them and throw their sites down. He has taken down more than 3,000 sites. So communities like this is what the space needs, and I think that we're all gonna grow together, and it's gonna be awesome when the time comes.
You just said 3,000? That's crazy.
Yeah, 3,000. He has 2 years taking down sites.
Wow.
And at first I was like, and he communicates with these places where he put the reports, and then you see them down immediately. So he's an amazing asset. I love him. Then everyone should know Hakuna. I'm sure I can get him someday, but he's a person that does that to help. and we have recordings of hours, and he's trolling. It's hilarious because you can ask about Hakuna to Crypto Dev. We will speak about him when we have the next spaces together. You know what he does? He starts like, "Hello, ma'am. How can I fix my wallet? I can't connect." He put these voices that are hilarious, and the scammers get like, "F you, man." At the end, like they have cursed him even in something that is like Nigerian or something like that. They have this tradition of some people, of course, that to throw like voodoo or something like that.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, so it's hilarious and he's an asset. But that says a lot of our community. This is the type of people that we have: people that care, people that's good people, and that just want to see everyone do great. That's the people that is in here.
Enrique, I have a question over here. A very good question from B Vaulted. He asked, let me see here, where did it go? I want to say it just the way he said it. Hold on one second. He says, why does Everrise not have any link on Devault on their main website? Good question.
Sorry, Spacey. I was answering a question. What's the question?
Oh, it's okay. Why does Everrise not have any link to Devault on their main website?
Oh, okay, yeah. We're gonna revamp the new website, the website, because Everrise.com will be the place of ink of the company. So in that case, it has the DApps that are offered as B2B services, business to business, and then we'll have this one that is dappsocial.io, which is a site where we're gonna have the marketplace, CrossX, Devolt, and Everevoke, and other tools that people that are more like B2C are going to be able to use. So we're in the middle of that, like getting, also we're going to migrate the B1 app to B3 app. So it's everything at b3app.everrise.com. But it's just that. It's like we're actually finishing all the apps. We launched CrossX a few months ago. We launched Devolt now. We're going to launch Everlaunch. We're going to launch Everlock. And it's going to be really soon. So Suresh is like focused on getting the big things done, and then he's gonna do the like the marketing side or putting everything in where as it should be, so people can see it and make it look pretty.
Yeah, I was wondering because, well, I mean, not wondering. B Vaulted had asked. Thank you so much for that question, B Vaulted. But yeah, I remember yesterday we were talking, and you're like, everything's happening, and so that's what I figured. It's just y'all. You got to update later. There's so much going on. Even Volt-Inu, we have more stuff to put on our link tree. And definitely piggy coin as well, growing. It's exciting being in cahoots with y'all. I'll say y'all are amazing. Hey, Crypto Latina, what is up, girl? We have some people in here that are always holding spaces. I have to tell y'all, Latina has come to the dark side, everybody. So check out her spaces whenever she's on here. Enrique, you got to check her out for sure as well. But Devault, y'all, that's something I am definitely interested in using, and of course, Spark Transfer with Volt-Inu. Like I imported my wallets into SparkBot, and then with Spark Transfer, I can buy something on SparkBot, and it'll just transfer it to whatever address I want. That's cold storage to me. Anytime you had to hook up your ledger, it's hot. I never understood that. I'm like, well, why would you have it? I mean, I understand to a point, but to me, I was like, well, it's still dangerous. Why don't I just buy a cell phone, send it to a wallet, and just be done with it? But then you have to worry about updating the wallet every so once in a while and dealing with all that. Had conversation with my friends. We're like, there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way than Ledger. I'm sorry, everybody that loves Ledger. Of course, I'm coming in with unpopular opinion again, but that's okay. That's my opinion, and I'm going to stand with it. So I'm so glad Devault's out here and we can put our NFTs in there, because I got bit by the NFT bug. Again, I have so many I got to put in there. And Spark Transfer with SparkBot, I don't trade on anything else other than SparkBot. So Spark Transfer, send it instantly, I'm telling y'all, it's instant to your wallet, your cold storage wallet. So thank you, Enrique. Appreciate it. Appreciate it so very much. You coming up here, taking the time. And then, yeah, shout out Johnny. Appreciate you coming into our daily dose. Volt-Inu, daily dose Thursday. It's ladies' night tonight, y'all. It's ladies' night. Hold on one second. I have Moped coming up here. Hold on. Moped's awesome. Moped, what's up, dude? How are you doing?
Hey, I just came to get a response from Enrique about if you lock your Volta Dragon up, does it in devault, does it affect your
Such a
multi-card
good question.
eligibility? Can you link that devault address to your Volti card to remain eligible, or when staking, when Volti-Eco comes around?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. How are you? Yeah. I asked, but he needs to speak to Watoshi and check everything by himself. I'm guessing he's gonna do it on the weekend or something like that. I will remember. I will remind him today. But yeah, by now it affects it, of course, because you're moving it to another. So it would be more like to storage the NFTs that you're not gonna be interacting anything with. That's the answer that I have. But I know they'll figure it out, and to be honest, they understand each other really well. Sometimes I don't know if they're talking, and then Suresh shows up like, okay, we're gonna do this, for Volt-Inu. I'm like, okay, so we're ready. So like migrations or something like that. So I'm glad that they're developers that respect each other, and it's really difficult to respect someone in the space. If you ask me about developers that I respect in the space, and I'm sorry because of course those are the ones I know on the same level that we are, this project where we are.
Love Enrique.
I probably could say four. The one is the developer of the finance, which I know is a person that doesn't care. It's a great guy. I know him. Ben, the one that worked with us in the beginning and now is working with Ethereum Foundation. Suresh and Watoshi. Of course, on Bitcoin, but he's not a developer.
I knew you was going to say, Mr.
In that case, it would be this person that I mentioned before that's working for them.
Thank you, Rob T, for the super chat.
Much,
support the space Kevin all the time. Thank you, sir.
Oh no, there's another guy, Meta Captain. He's another guy that I think is a good developer for what I have seen.
Bob?
But besides that, you spend 2.5 years in a space, and it's like, you look around, and at some point they messed up, and it's like, oh man, another one. So I think it takes time to meet people. I've always said that. Johnny, why don't you jump in and say hi, man? Johnny is a person that pretty much, just so you know, Spaceship, he pretty much handled the spaces of NFTs on Avalanche. I mean, he's amazing. He's a person that is like one of those that is,
and he's in our
making
show.
Others become friends, which is what actually made me follow him and listen to his spaces and all of that.
They like Volt-Inu.
That's more of what needs this space, because if many people are just employees of NFTs and they're like, this is the best one, this is the best one, he doesn't. He's actually just trying to solve conflicts and make people make friends. So talk to you in a bit, Johnny. If you cannot speak right now, I think that you probably can, because now you have said yes, but I'll speak with you later, and thank you for being here, man. And Crypto Latina, I follow you. Maybe we can speak to have a Spanish basis about something. I know we can invite both of them too. And it will be great.
Network. Ooh, networking. That's what I like. I feel very blessed, and I know the Vault Army feels the same way. Trust me, I know these guys and ladies. They're super stoked that y'all are here, Johnny and Enrique. Wow, trust me. We put in a lot of work trying to be consistent, just like our dev. He definitely leads by example. We've been talking in the Vault Army all week about everything he's accomplished in 2 years and how we are, as a community, not worried about tier ones. We're not worried about any of that. And I think that says a lot about the community understanding the project and understanding the dev and what he's trying to do. And so there's always somebody out here in the space. The Vault Army is so consistent, and we're always having like 24-hour spaces, or we have our mega spaces, which I want to invite y'all out to. Of course, Riser Bots and Johnny, come on out to our mega space on Friday. So we're going to be having our NFT mega space on Friday. And we always look forward to these. We have in-house Catalyst, and we also have our dev, who comes with a lot of Catalyst himself. So we're pretty excited hitting that 2-year anniversary. And I'm just loving being here. The Vault Army is an amazing, intelligent, knowledgeable group of people. And y'all come on up. Say hi. Say hi to Voltoshi. Tell him, hi, what's up, sir? Thank you. Whatever you want. You got questions for Enrique here in the space cabin, y'all. If you have any questions in the chat, feel free. We got 2 great questions today. One from Be Vaulted and one from Moped. So y'all, feel free to come on up. What is up, Boss Fam and Kurt Dog? What is up? They're over here chilling in the space cabin. Yeah, we're trying to hit up even YouTube and Twitter at the same time. Like, we always push the envelope a little bit further here. We don't know chill zone. There's no chill here. 0 chill with the Vault Army. Oh my gosh. What are you gonna say, Mopeds?
Never stops.
It doesn't, right? And Moped was talking about our game last night. And I feel like we need to give a shout out to whoever vaulted that dragon and bought a beautiful bag of Volt-Inu during that space. They got a badass dragon. So, you know what? I mean, they got vaulted. It's a great time out there at those spaces. But I wanted to let y'all know that Voltoshi is all about security. Also on our centralized exchanges, we are whitelisted on there. And he's been doing that since the beginning. So you got to give this man props for always, picking the best projects to work with. Even, so shout out to Everrise, shout out to him always being so honest with migrations as well, because we've seen so many just like, all right, I'm going to take off with your money. Good luck. Thanks a lot for sending it to me. You're the best. And then launch another project. Like you were saying, Enrique, it's so easy to launch a blockchain, but why would you do that? Why would you reinvent the wheel if we already have Cardano, Polygon? We already have all these out there. And the biggest thing that they're going to have to worry about if they're doing that right now, in my opinion, is getting the word out there. But is it too late to do that now? Is it too late to get the word out there like Polygon name? Is it too late to do that? I think it is. I think the projects that we're building in the bear market are the ones that are going to make it. That's what I think. What do you think, Moped?
I think there's no better place than I am right now. Yeah. I'm surrounded by lots of good development. There's a roadmap.
Volt-Inu.
Man, I don't really know what to say on it. I'm one of those people in the position. I feel confident where I'm at. There's a lot of opportunities about to open up. Man, what is next year going to bring? I'm really interested in Devault, like securing my dragons and everything like that, because when the Volt-Inu comes around, I got to get more Volta dragons. I just want to be eligible. Ideally, I would love to be able to have, 5 dragons and take advantage of that and know that it's secure and you don't have to worry and you have that passive income.
Mm-hmm. It's like living off
That's where my head's at right now.
That's good. Game plan. Moped has a game plan, Enrique. He's got a game plan. You hear that?
Yeah, he has it. Actually, we're so early in crypto that is insane. There's people saying like, "Oh, normies are asking about crypto, so this is the top," and it's like, no. Some normies are asking. The 1% of the normies, they call it normies because it's that they don't know about crypto, so that's how they identify it. It's funny to hear that.
This is what we're talking about, y'all. I just dropped it in the chat.
Many people asking about crypto still. But the thing is that we're so young. I mean, there's people that haven't noticed
My lips
that
are
a
so
project
dry.
well, a chain like Doge has 10 years since it launched. 10 years. I mean,
It's a long time.
how much happens? We're in projects that have 2 years and we feel like, it's a lot. Imagine 10 years. I don't think many of the OGs are already are still on Doge. Uh, I know those from 3 years ago, and half of the people that was there is not there. But because there's a type of people that is going to be there for the money, and that's completely okay. There's people that is going to put money, they sell a 2x, a 10x, whatever they sell, they leave, they move to other things that they think that is going to be more profitable. But if you join a spaces, I know Avalanche has, like, for example, I think 2 years and a half is a joint chain. I don't know too much about the history before. I know they have an amazing team. I have high hope for Avalanche. They have a brilliant team. I don't remember. I know some people. I got to know people from Avalanche, and it's like everyone in there are developers. I joined their channels. I started speaking with them, and I was like, "Oh man, these people are speaking Chinese. I don't understand anything of what they're saying." And I usually understand, but in that case, it was like subnets, and that was a year and a half ago. They were speaking about subnets and everything that they were going to bring. Of course, with time you start to understand more, but still they were really advanced for the time that we were speaking. And I think that they have even I will ask this to Johnny after, but I think they have even reserved an aside so they can build for years. Amin is brilliant. The team that he has assembled is brilliant. They're going for gaming mostly on NFTs. That's my understanding. When you speak to them with their business development teams and all of that, they're really smart people. That they have been the only chain that have told us, like, you need to improve this, because there are others that I'm not going to name the chains, but you speak to them and it's like, oh yeah, we have a spaces, and yeah, we can do some collaborations, and that's it. And it's like, but that doesn't, if a chain doesn't see the type of project that they have, and this is something that I wanted to say yesterday. I saw a tweet. I think it was from Michael Jordan. I don't know if he's here. Let me check. Probably I would say it's not him, but I think it was MJ that was saying something about the chains that need to check the projects that are building into their chains more, because there are projects like Volt-Inu that have 2 years and has been building for 2 years and have several DApps, and they have a record, a proven track record, while there are others that are completely new, and they open the doors to those new ones because if you go to check, for example, for projects that are already building in the chain that has, I don't know, more than 6 months, they don't have a program to support them. For example, let's say Binance.
Cryo being here,
They have these incubation programs and stuff like that. And it's ridiculous. If you have projects that are building that have a proven track record, you should support those projects, because the level of projects that you have in your chain is what's going to make your chain. In this case, it's like if BSC have many rabbit fart inuts that are born every day, 99 rabbit fart inuts, and they all rock, while you still have several projects that are building and are growing and that have an infrastructure, why wouldn't you support those projects? So I based on what MJ said, I made a tweet about to Richard Tang, and I said, like, you should create a space where at least projects can go and speak. Not to chill. I know there's going to be many projects that are going to go and chill, like, hey, get us listed on Binance, but to talk about what they bring to the table. And in that case, I think that would be something great. I've tried many times to approach to several chains, and the answers that I have received are really different between ones and the others. I'm pleased with some of them. Some of them have been really honest, but others are like, hey, you can get this funding, if you participate in this like process, which means that you have to make the people from your project pay this much amount of money to get and it's like, no, that's not okay. I mean, if a project is audited and the team is doxed or not doxed, but it's 2 years building or 2 years and a half, they haven't rocked anything, they haven't touched the money, they have, I don't know, so many things that our projects have. And I think that I think it's something that many people doesn't say. But for example, I think that Binance paid a lot of during this bear market because of not paying attention to that. I know they're focused on the exchange, but Binance Smart Chain have had the chance to be even bigger of what it is right now during this bear market. But the thing is that there were so many rocks on Binance Smart Chain that people said, I'm going to play on ETH. And even with the high gas fees, people is playing more on ETH right now, which is insane. I mean, the chain of gambling by excellence was Binance Smart Chain. It could be again, I'm not saying we can't, I'm saying that it could have been better this bear market for them but there's also another thing that people don't see, that is that so many rock projects are leaving like liquidity in those pools that is like burn BNB. You see projects that have left $2 million on BNB sitting on a liquidity pool that is locked for 1,000 years. Nobody's going to take that out, or things like that. So one thing with the other, but I think that we're going to be part of that change that the chains in the space need. And probably they're not paying attention to us right now, but they will, because as regulations come, you see things that are changing, and you see the way that they start speaking and they consider other stuff. And I think that for projects that are doing things right, like us are doing, there's a great future. People is going to find, because you get into a project, and we were speaking yesterday about one project, and that project, well, it didn't do well, let's say it that way. It was a project that launched a week ago. People threw money in there like crazy because they were going to go to 100, 1 billion or whatever. And in that case, they lose money that fast. It's like, and they could have gone to any project that is decent out there. They could have bought even alts if they didn't want to buy a specific project in a chain. And then they would have grown. They would have lost the money. But people want a 1000x, 100x, and they gotta learn the hard way. There's nothing we can do. Sometimes you tell your friends, like, don't do this. They go and do it, and it's like, and we're just trying to help many times. I was speaking about this with Spacey, and that's why I said yesterday in Spaces and YouTube Live that she's awesome because she cares about the people. She's not trying to pump her back or anything like that. He doesn't buy a token. She doesn't buy a token and say like, hey, buy this token because I bought it. No, it's completely different. She actually wasn't taking tips yesterday and during the YouTube Spaces live. So yeah, you're awesome, Spaceship. Mm-hmm. I think that Volt has a bright future. That's how I feel. I have my back of Volt. By the way, I use SafeVault, a SafeVault S1. I never touch it. It's in my desk, and I don't deal with ledgers since something that happened some time ago, where they were asking for permissions of something. I don't remember exactly, but I said no. I don't want anything that has to do with centralization in any way. If something requires your data to be stored in one server, I don't want it. And in our case, for example, Devo doesn't have any information stored of anyone. That's why it's completely decentralized. It's a contract. You interact with the contract. No one knows who you are, and that's it. So, that's how it should be, and that's what we should want on DeFi. So, yeah, I spoke a lot. Thank you, Spacey.
Yeah, no, I want you to talk. We're learning so much. Trust me, I have your page up here over here on my YouTube channel. I'm like, follow this guy. Follow Enrique. Super smart. I love that when we had an AMA with y'all, the dev broke down everything because y'all know what you're talking about, and the security is the number one thing that's y'all's priority, and it shines through. You can tell, and you can tell you're not out here for a quick buck either. Thank you so much for saying that about me, because no, sir, I'm not out here. I can't believe for a buck. I cannot believe some of my friends have been taken advantage of, especially recently. My goodness, really good names out there in this space. They got swindled just like, just like the rest of us. It happens to everybody, and you never know. That's why I always say, and I'm going to continue saying it, you never know who is behind these projects. They hop one to the next one, like you said, Enrique, to pay for the other one. And they'll do it week after week. And then all of a sudden, they'll put all this money in one project, and it'll be the slowest rug you've ever seen in your life. And don't let that happen to you, because it's a pump and dump, or it could be, just stick with one that's been building. Just stick with one that's been building, battle tested here, hasn't gone anywhere. The good devs, if you've been here for a while, then you know better. You know exactly who the good people are out here in the space. You know why y'all know? Because you're freaking smart. That's why. That's why. You're here in Volt-Inu. You're here listening to Enrique. Y'all have done your research. You're here for a reason. The roadmap, everything is always getting checked off with what Voltoshi says he's going to do. That's another thing that we need to appreciate. People that actually say or do what they say they're going to do. And so security being the number one thing in the forefront of these great people's minds, like Everrise, Voltoshi, and then you got Mr. Piggy over there. You got some really good people out here in the space, and so you have them worried about security. You got Voltoshi. I'm going to read this tweet he put up. This is important. He put it up an hour ago, so he definitely wants us to talk about it. He definitely wants the word out for sure. We've all heard about the Ledger library that was compromised earlier, while the recommendation was to not use your Ledger or interact with any dApp. Let me see here. It's worth noting the vaulted feature SparkBot offers to mitigate such risks. Using the Spark transfer function, like we were talking about earlier, y'all, you just make a purchase and it'll go straight to a different address. It can be your cold storage. You don't even have to have it on there. It's perfect. It's great. Using the Spark transfer function, you'll be able to trade and let SparkBot automatically transfer the proceeds of your trades to a hardware wallet of your choice. This will allow you to keep your hardware wallet cold. Okay, cold. And use it on a freezer mode, y'all. Freezer. We're talking that cold. And use it for its primary purpose, storing assets, as it will not interact with any website or dApp. You know what I'm saying? He's got a whole picture here. I have it up at the top. He even shows you this is where the button is. This is what happens after you push the button. And so, I don't know. I literally don't know how else he could break it down any further besides that. Thank you, Voltoshi. I hope people use that Spark transfer. I know I've used it, and I was thinking, okay, it's going to take a little bit for it to, transfer. I went to that wallet and it was already there. So literally super quick. I wanted to bring up, let me see here, Jen. It was such a successful night last night. We had a lot of friends come out, and also Enrique and Mr. Jedi came out from Piggy Coin, repping, always doing such a great job. And now we have gamers on our list of who we want to bring out to our NFT gaming crypto share spaces. That's so cool. We get to talk about all of that. So everybody at 3 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I got to get on that Eastern. I do. I'm going to do better. Just for Jen. Just for Miss Maple down here. Got to do it. She's from Canada. I got to break it down. We got to break it down for her, right? Jen's like, shut up. All right. So let me see here. Where's that tweet she put up so we all can go to that space? Jen, you can come up if you like. I'm looking for this tweet, but if you could at least just retweet it on your page, because I'm not even going to try. Enrique Moped, I'm not even going to try because she is the tweet master. Okay, she's coming up. Okay, good. That is you. I already knew. I saw request and I knew it was you. Thank you, Jen. Let's go. Jen, what's up? Jen, what's up?
Good morning, Space Chick. Good morning, Enrique, Moped, everybody. Good morning, Voltoshi. Nice to see everybody here. I've just been listening in the background. Fantastic information from Enrique. I love Everrise and everything that you guys are doing over there. Just, safety first. I absolutely love it. And Enrique, you are just, a wealth of knowledge, no matter which project you're actually in talking about. So, just thanks for being you, Enrique, and so approachable. I just love your manner and the way in which you approach everybody. So thank you so much. And Everrise, I mean, we've been connected with you guys since the beginning, really. And I actually used one of your your token swapper for the first time, which I didn't actually realize you had. So that saved me a whole lot of legwork when I realized that, and a whole lot of money actually, because I was losing out transferring, in other ways, getting that darn BSC, which my girl Ladybug loves. But yeah, so thank you for that. Anyway, shout out to you, Enrique. You've been a fan favorite for a long time. So yes, Spaceship, I will put up my last tweet. Give me one quick second here. I'll put out my newest tweet on the space that I'm doing at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Here we go. Just going to throw it up.
Okay. I knew I got something wrong on that.
I'm going to be speaking in the GameStop space for Flight Force about us as a gaming token. And so it'd be fantastic if we have a good Volt Army presence there, just to learn about really what this space is about. It is going to be, we have a small amount of time to speak as far as introducing us as a gaming token. So I'll introduce the BDSC project and Volt Island and everything that we're doing there and the potential of where we're headed. So then after that, the team Flight Force, they actually sort of pose a question or something for people to think about. And then we have discussion as people in the gaming space. There will also be gaming content creators that are invited to the space. And from there, people are looking to see if there's collaboration that can be made. And I suspect that content creators looking to see who piques their interest. And maybe we're going to get some, some write-ups. We're going to get some tweets, that kind of thing. And then, Flight Force 4 is a token that I've been talking to about the idea of what kind of collabs we could do. And one idea we've come up with so far is the idea of playing in each other's games, doing some reviews, and seeing if we can't sort of, give some feedback and maybe help sort of blow each other's space up a little bit as well. So the idea was also something a little bit different than what they usually do. But if we have a bunch of Volt people in this space, then afterwards we could actually have some conversation about Volt Island and get sort of things started. We are looking at having sort of a group chat to talk about, maybe some partnerships. So that'll be separate. But today, if there are people who are interested in Volt Island, and you know what, I know one or two people in this space, just saying, that we could actually have a little bit of conversation today. And, let's blow it up. And if we're in the space, then there are more people talking and hearing about Volt Island. So it's a fantastic opportunity for us. And we are going to be presenting ourselves as a gaming token. So that, we know we are, but, I don't think that the whole world is yet thinking about us as a gaming token. So, while we're blowing up, hashtag Steam in a lot of our tweets, right? I think that still, it's a good chance for us to really kind of shift the headspace, because we are an everything token, right? So, yeah, so come on out and let's blow up that space.
Let's go, Jen. You're amazing. She does a ton of networking out here, y'all. A ton of networking. Jen, of course, we'll be out there. Of course. I got to ask you a question. I need help, girl. I've been trying to get Pog, Jen. I've been trying to get Pog in there. My childhood memories. I need them in there.
All right, I will work on Pog. I admit I had to look it up and see what it was. I guess that's an age gap, but I did. I looked it up after your last space when you brought it up, and so I at least know what it is now, and I will work on. I'll work on Pog for you.
Oh, I love it. Back. Thank you, Jen. Y'all, I want them out there. Y'all know, hey, if y'all know Pogs and you played with Pogs, you get it. You totally get it. I thought it was cool that they came out with NFTs because I got to tell them a story real quick, Jen. I went home to my parents. You know your parents, they still keep your stuff. A lot of parents. My mom has not thrown anything away. So I went there. I found my Pogs. I was like super stoked. I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many Pogs. My slammers are badass. And I remember those good old days. So then I looked them up. I was like, what are they doing now? And I was like, no freaking way. They're in NFTs. They know what's up. So Pogs, and they have super powerhouse women behind that project. I had no idea until the other day, Jen, when we went in that space, that there were going to be that many women. So the networking with Pog is going to be insane too.
Well, I wonder now if we can blow it up as NFTs, then maybe you can go onto eBay and sell those Pogs so you can come back and buy some more Volt.
Look, now you're pushing it. Those Pogs are classics. Those Pogs are classics. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Nope. I'd rather go Uber than sell those Pogs. I love those Pogs.
Well, maybe we'll find something from my generation. Although I don't think my parents have anything of mine, so that's too bad.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh my gosh, it's not a bad thing because trust me, when I went home, I was like, Mom, Dad, what? Okay, we're cleaning all this out. Thank goodness my other sister wasn't there. Everything would be gone. Oh my goodness. And everything in the refrigerator, I swear, is expired. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, I wonder if any of y'all can relate. My parents, I love them, but damn. Everybody's gonna be, gearing up for the holiday season. So we've checked the chart. We got a good chart, Enrique. I see you still laughing. We got a great looking chart. I mean, we're just accumulating. This is the DCA of the DCA. Don't fight over pennies, sliver of pennies, like slivers of a penny. That's what Ziggs was telling us the other day. Don't fight over pennies. And at this point, it's slivers of a penny. None of this is financial advice, but hey, if you're taking your investment seriously and you really feel that this project is going to all the utilities he's had built out, if you really truly believe in what Voltoshi's done, I mean, that's what the Vault Army is doing, just accumulating. If you're here right now for the first time or, learning about Volt-Inu, welcome. First of all, welcome. This is the Vault Army and our friends as well. But we are always having something going on. Our dev has built out so many utilities that helps everybody in the crypto space. So we will definitely be there surpassing our all-time high of $250 million. This market cap does not do us justice whatsoever. And if you check the top 50, have been checking them for a while, y'all know that those aren't even priced appropriately. Those are going to go sky high as well. So take advantage of this time here in crypto. Have fun with it. Enjoy the ride. Of course, Volt-Inu always has in-house catalysts. We will keep you busy with how much content we have. You want to tune in at any time, I guarantee you we got something going on. Right, Jen? So always something. There's always something. Yeah.
Non-stop. There was just a post that came out a couple of minutes ago, actually, and somebody keeps track of spaces and the response to spaces. And it came out saying that in 27 spaces that Volt-Inu Volt-Inu official has put out, 27 spaces, there was over 25,000 listeners to 27 of Volt-Inu's spaces alone.
What? That's what that said? I saw it. And I retweeted it and I was like, okay, I'll check that here in a second because I'm, listening about, the space you have coming up. And now you're telling me this. Okay. This is beautiful. Look how many spaces the Volt-Inu and the Volt Army's been at. This is cool, y'all. This is something to look at. Volt Army, stand up, fist in the air. You should be super proud of yourselves. Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, if you can imagine how much time the Volt Army spends on spaces, right? And so just the ones that have been hosted by Volt-Inu official alone, right? 25,000 listeners. If you add up the hours that the Volt Army spends, can you imagine how many people have been touched? It is phenomenal. I guess we could go get JJ. Maybe JJ could do that math for us.
Yes.
It's beyond amazing.
Jen, think about it.
Congratulations, Volt Army. Everybody is amazing.
Jen, that's not even the ones they attended just here. We're talking VDSC account too. The Volt Army, everybody was there too. Remember he did a few over there on that account? What?
That's right. Yeah. I wonder if we go to Super Spaces, if we can actually track that kind of stuff. Maybe they've got it. Because I've never seen this before. It just came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen this before either. This is so cool. This is so neat. Everybody look at that number. That's what the Volt Army has accomplished, because we weren't the only ones there, Jen, right? Me, you, Ladybug, Clarence, Moped. Wait, it wasn't just us. Boss Fan, all those lightning bolts were there.
Absolutely.
Love it.
No, it's amazing. It's the whole Army's efforts. It's everybody.
Awesome. See, another shout out, Volt Army. Y'all got so many today. I hope y'all are feeling good. And look, we got Buy My Damn Art up here. Gabovi. What's up, Gabovi? I'm gonna pull you up over here on the YouTube as well so they can give you a follow. What's up, dude?
Hey, hello.
He's
hello,
so funny.
everybody.
I love Gabovi.
Volt-Inu.
Buy his art.
I'm just looking to buy some more volts now. I saw the chart and I will buy more volt now. Maybe a VSDC, I think. I'll buy another one. Now, what is the floor price?
Last time I checked it was let me check for you. Last time I checked it was 0.12.
I'm on the phone and it's much harder to do that.
Yeah, no, I got you. We got you, yes. Gabovi. We got you.
I know.
I think it's 0.12.
Really? Okay. My computer's taking.
It's 0.1025.
Oh.
1025.
That's a fire sale. Whoa.
Sure is.
Where's Ladybug? You know she's out there. No, you know why she's not here right now? Ladybug saw the floor price. She's like, shoot, I'm working. I'm gonna get that money. Watch, she's gonna come with like 2 more dragons.
Exactly. She's sweeping the floor.
She's going to sweep the floor. She is. She's gonna sweep the floor, y'all. I already know.
Excuse me, Space Chick, I gotta go.
Okay, all right. Bye.
Sorry, I was joking. I was gonna go to sweep the floor.
Oh, you little. All right, Jen. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, see, now you threw me off, Jen. Oh man. So today we were talking about security. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm so glad you were here, Enrique, in that when you came in the perfect time, and that's how the universe works, right? That's how it all works. You came in on a day like this. You were able to have time and talk to us about, the security and devault, and we've been able to talk about Spark transfer, cold storage. I know I learned a ton. And then also Gen Space. I feel like these are the most important things that, need to be said today. Volt Army news. And then, we got news out here in the world, what's going on. So please, everybody, tune in to that space that Jen's going to be at. I put the link in the Space Cabin chat. And it's also pinned up here at the top in the Voltitron Volt Army. So can we take some last words from our speakers? I appreciate y'all so much for coming on by, like so very much. Can we start with Enrique, Jen, and end with Gabovi?
Yeah, I can say something. Bye.
Ah!
No, okay.
You better not, Enrique.
It's always been a pleasure. I will be here all the time, and my DMs are open for anyone. It doesn't have to be following me or anything like that. If you have questions, always ask. Ask in your community in Volt Telegram, or you can join the one of Everrise and ask in there. You can DM me on Twitter. We will always answer. And we're building something together for sure. There's a space. We're building a better space together. And love you, Space Chick. It has been awesome yesterday, today. Jean and everyone. Musa, Peter, I see you there, buddy. Andy, P, Coin, and everyone. L. I'm gonna miss many. Mickey, I'm gonna miss many, but love everyone, and thank you for doing this, Space Chick. It's really great to have all type of people in here and always bring good information.
Oh, thank you, Enrique. Oh, I love you so much. Yeah, yesterday talking and chilling with y'all was super cool. And then he works hard, y'all. And then he came by our space, hung out, waited patiently till he could speak, and then he was still hanging out with us. Thank you, Enrique. We love you. Vault Army rocks with Enrique and Everrise for sure, and Riser Bots. I hope we see y'all in our game, and I'm sure we will. And we'll find out something. Jen, I'm not going to put you on the hot spot again, Enrique. I'm not. Jen, what you got? What you got for everybody?
I just want to thank everybody, who's always out in every space. Volt is such a group effort, right? The Volt Army is strong, and a part of that is all of the other communities that join us. Enrique from Everrise, Piggy, people that are always here. Gabovi, and we are strong because we are a community token. I really believe that, and and our spaces are a part of that. The spaces that we are able to join. Like the Flight Force, who's invited us to their space today. Being a community token makes this a lot more fun, but it's the strength, in having partnerships, and being able to collaborate with other people as well. And I think that the Volt Army is really getting stronger and stronger in doing that, and that none of us do that in silo. We do that together. So it doesn't matter if there's one speaker, if there's three speakers, we're still there as a whole, with all of our lightning bolts, with all of our PFPs. Everybody shows up. And that's what really gives us the strength and the energy, and I really appreciate that. And so I never feel alone when I go anywhere, and I really appreciate that. And and so that post that we just got about the 25,000 listeners, right? There was probably 10 to 50 of us in the room at any one time, and so that's the Volt Army, and that's what makes us strong.
That is so cool. That is so cool. I definitely think that number was worth saying again, Jen. Shout out Vault Army again for showing up. And we got a request. Hold on one second. One second, Gabovi. Hang on to those last words, sir. We got Stevie coming on up to the stage. What's up, Stevie? How are you? He's going to drop it. He's going to drop his thing. He's going to drop his card. Are you got something for us, Stevie? I know you got something for us. You got something. There we go. I knew it. I said it over here in the space cabin. I was like, Stevie's gonna drop his card. I knew it. Thank you, Stevie, for that. That's the sound of beautiful utility of a Visa card that you can go ahead and off ramp your crypto and use it for everyday purchases. There you go. Gabovi, what are your last words, sir? Lead us on out of the Volt-Inu Daily Dose Thursday.
Yes, I just look into the chart and I buy more Volt now.
Nice.
So I think it's enough. What I say now, just buy Volt and buy my art. After you buy Volt,
buy my damn art. Let's go. I was waiting for it. It's not the same if he doesn't say it, right, Jen? He has to say it.
Well, it's part of it, and it's part of our space now too, right? It's absolutely, and I endorse it, Gabovi, wholeheartedly. Go and buy his art, absolutely.
Yeah, go buy his damn artwork.
Different.
Look at that.
Always.
Gabovi,
community.
I have your Gabovi. I have your page up over here in the space cabin too. So they need to buy your damn art.
Buy my damn MON-FRI. What the fuck? Why you don't buy MON-FRI?
I love this guy.
Yes, guys. Volt, it's amazing.
Oh.
For y'all, buy more Volt. It's kind of stable coin. I don't know. I bought some cheating, and I'm so bad in that direction because I don't stay in that space, and I was thinking they are nice, but now it's nothing like Volt for y'all. It's nothing like this community. Buy Volt for y'all. I will buy now, maybe $300 or $400. I don't know. I will see. Let's go. Let's make some money.
Let's go. Let's go, Gabovi. Thank you so much. And thank you all so much for tuning in to the Volt-Inu Daily Dose Thursday. Don't forget to check out Jin's space here in just a little bit. Go get some water, go get some lunch, whatever you're doing. But tune in, show off those lightning bolts and dragons, and we'll be there, Jin. We got you, girl. We got you. But all right, everybody, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Another successful daily dose. We got some great people who came in there today, right? I love the speakers. I love all the speakers. I love hearing from the Vault Army all the time. I love hearing y'all's opinions, your thoughts, the knowledge that y'all drop. I'm always learning all the time. So thank you all so much, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.